something Hall.
You
This
thinking about
uh,
Rossi Rice? He got into the big accident
no,
this
I'm not
summer.
thinking about no Rossi Rice. I'm
That's
not
that.
thinking about it. This is older than that. This is older than that. He was drunk and he hit somebody and they lost their life and he's in jail right now. I think he played with Atlanta, but it's not no Rice. It's not Rice. This was years ago.
Trying to think of
And
who it is.
Yeah, this was years ago.
Well, let me ask you this while we got CDK up here because we know CDK is OG. What do you think about 50 Cent celebrate Irv Gotti's demise? What do you think about that?
Uh, man, to be honest with you, I like 50 music. I think it's a time and place for everything. And I got a lot of listen. I done had a lot of enemies over my lifetime. I done been into a lot of wars, and I ain't gonna speak on it, but I done been into a lot of stuff. Put it this way, man. A dude that I know that I'm talking about a real enemy of mine. That me and him done all kind of stuff to each other out here in the streets. He passed away maybe like a year ago.
Yeah.
But I had changed my life. I still didn't like him, but I did pay my respect to his mother and his father and stuff, and just pay my respects. You gotta let stuff go, man. 50 too old for that. You done made all
Hey,
this money. Yeah,
you
yeah.
you know what
Go
you
ahead,
know
Free.
you know what I did notice though. I mean this ain't really got too much to do with 50 Cent, but it does have something to do with 50 Cent. Do you know that Irv Gotti died on 2/5/25?
Yeah, I seen that.
The 2/5/25, you multiply two times, I mean five
Oh,
twice. That's 25 plus 25 equals 50.
Mm,
I got it. I got it. Yeah,
mm.
I don't like the way 50 moving. Period, man. Even with the Big Meat situation, I think that if you knew about this situation, 50 been holding this situation for a long time, right? Now, I'm gonna say this right here, not in Meat's defense, but I do feel like that Meat, my perspective on it, from what I heard from the case and people actually looking over the files, Big Meat, you know what I'm saying, didn't tell Tammy to go and make that move she made. But her and Big Meat were messing around. So she took it upon herself to go and do what she done. And this is in the documents, whether that's true or not.
Yeah.
Right.
I told on somebody to be able to stand on that, and you better have the paperwork to prove it. And if you ain't got it, man, I seen some bad situations occur for people putting that on somebody's jacket.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
No,
the thing with Big Mitch, man, I think the thing was so crazy. I think Renzel said it best. 50 Cent might as well put his back against the wall and slide down, man.
yeah,
Because that's something a girl would do, would get upset about you trying to make
Yeah,
some
because that it's gonna be kind of hard to live down that documentary she about to put out.
this is the
Cause
thing though, Free. I agree with you on that. But this is the thing. She going the reason Big Meech is not speaking right now and not saying anything, that contract with Oprah Winfrey for to do the interview. That's why y'all not hearing me say anything over.
but see,
Mm.
but see, this is the thing. They
Respond
said
to
the
what
whole
everybody's
thing.
saying.
They said the whole thing went down because Big Meech was trying to get out of prison early. He would have got out of prison early, but the problem was the girl Tammy was sleeping with the daggone lawyer, so they threw the whole case out. So
Yeah, see, listen, you're right.
Big Meech ended up having to stay in jail anyway and have to serve out the rest of his time anyway. So he
Yeah,
got his man locked up, and now he ended up having to stay in jail. But
actual
they
paperwork
said she about
that people, yeah, in the actual paperwork that people have went over, Tammy paperwork tells them that Big Meech doesn't know she's coming on his behalf. This is what it says in the paperwork.
no. What happened was they told the
That's why
dude
I'm saying
the,
you have to
they
have
told
right.
the dude go to they told the dude to go pick up the pack. They told him to go pick up the pack. But
Hmm.
he's saying that they knew
Right, he was
that
working
it
with
was a
them.
setup. They knew
Yeah.
it was a setup because they've been trying to get him for a long time. They've been
Mm-hmm.
trying to get him for a long time, and he said he wasn't dealing with any drugs or anything because he wasn't trying to. He knew that they was after him, so he said he wasn't dealing with it. He said, but they convinced him to go pick up that pack, and when he did, they was there waiting on him.
Yeah, listen though, you right about everything you saying. I agree with you 100%. But what I'm saying is, what she said in the paperwork and what she gonna say on that documentary, two different things. It's like you gonna listen. It's like, say for instance, somebody see me do something out here in the streets, and the first time this somebody I'm messing with now, this is my girl. I'm gonna tell you somebody's going on with right now. YNW Melly. Look at his situation. It's the same situation. First time your girl give a statement, right, and she on your side. The next time when they finally get her, they gonna put that pressure on her. Or something go wrong with you and your girl. Now she changes, and the whole situation is different. See, that's what I got a problem with.
Yeah, no, I know. I agree with that. I agree with that because she was trying to keep Big Meech out of it. But what happened was she thought that Big Meech and her was going to have a family together after he got out.
There you
But
go.
Big Meech went back to his original family when he got out of jail, and she was like, "Oh, so you just going to leave me high and dry?
Right.
Okay, I'm about to spill the beans on everything."
So listen, we know one thing, what they say about a woman when she's scorned.
She gonna light your ass up.
Man, so I don't know if she gonna be telling the truth or lying from hurt and love. I don't know what to believe. That's why I said,
Well,
you know, what she put in the paperwork is what she put in the paperwork. That same thing, Terrence Gangster Williams, who was down there with him. I had a homeboy who was down there with him. You know what I'm saying? They have seen the paperwork. And in the paper, anybody you talk to from the feds, they gonna say Big Meech didn't snitch. Anybody outside of the people you hear out here talking that's doing these shows, I'm telling you what they gonna say. I've talked to too many people, man, that's locked up, that's been around him, and they all said he ain't told nothing. See, they standing on business for him. That's why he was able to walk the yards.
The only thing that would tell if she's telling the truth or not is if she's part of that lifestyle. If she's not part of that lifestyle, the only way she could have got connected to that lifestyle is through Big Meech.
No, Blue Da Vinci. She was Blue Da Vinci's girlfriend first.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I'm talking about Big Meech's connect. I'm talking about his connect.
Blue Da Vinci brought her into the fold, so she got to and move around with them and meet many of people. That's like if my old lady, let's say all of us doing out here in the streets, and we all bring out, you know what I'm saying, our girls around all the time. I get locked up free. Now my girl know what you doing. She know you getting into that bag or whatever. Boom. She know BVO. Her and BVO start messing around. Whatever. BVO it's just, you see what I'm saying? BVO get locked up. But Free still out here. Okay. I need to make a little money. Let me go holler at Free. I don't know what's going on, BVO. Whoever don't know what's going on. It's easy to get tied up, man. One thing about the circle of hustlers, man, most of the time they main women gonna know each other.
Yeah, for sure.
But I know Blue been saying that Big Meech been talking for a while now.
Well, one thing for sure, two things for certain, he talk.
Yeah, we know he talk. We definitely
you can't give no profit without talking. Same thing since they took that interview down on Rallo, right?
Yeah.
You know, that woman, I got to respect how she came at Rallo and what happened. They took the whole interview down. Rallo, I don't know if he got his lawyer or what, but the interview is gone. Was that Big Facts podcast?
Yeah.
They took that whole interview down because he kept trying to make her read page 12. She said, "No, I'm looking at page 8. You gave a profit." That means that when that agreement right there, and I look up the third party. I did look up a third party, what they call whatever, and it is a such thing. I wanted to know, is it possible? I was trying to cover all grounds with the Big Meech situation, just to see. So it is possible to have a third party where a family member or a loved one can come forward on your behalf or whatever, and you know, hey, say I'm gonna work for y'all to take a little time off his sentence. But if you look at Meech's sentence, 24 years with the way the thing moving there and the time that Trump took off, 18 years he done on a 24-year sentence. Basically, he done his time if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they won the trade though.
That's what happened when that's the part of the lifestyle that people don't look at when they try to get into this lifestyle. They don't know about all of the bad part of the lifestyle. They just look at the money. They look at the money. They look at the girls. They look at the clothes and the cars and the jewelry. They don't look at the bad part.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all a true story, man. I had some paper. I had probably like $120,000. This true story. You know how I love shoes, BBL. Y'all know how I love shoes. I probably had about 2,000 pair of Jordans. Man, I get locked up. Look, same girl I get locked up that I'm with, everything at her house. This how she played me. She get to talking about, you messing with this female. I ain't never heard none of this now when I was out. She brought up every female possible. I didn't see another dime. When I got out, I ain't have nothing.
That's what my man, the comedian Ali said. He said when he got locked up, he had like $20,000 at his side chick house, and he had like 80,000 at his main chick house. He said he wished he would have had it flip-flop because his side chick held him down. She put all his money on his books, but the main chick took that 80,000 and disappeared. Never seen her again.
Yeah, that's what happened. When you get locked up, they get the opportunity to bring up everything you ever done or they ever thought about that you done. They only there for the ride, and they gonna let you know they're there for the ride once you get locked down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a few, man. I got a cousin. He done 8 years. I promise you this. His woman, me and her, I seen her every day. I can never say that she ever done anything that I could go back and say, hey, bro, she disrespected you out here. She wrote the whole sentence out with him, and if she done something, it was very discreet, like it should have been done.
Yeah, a lot of times it's better. It's best to have a female that you know from the ground up when you ain't had nothing,
right?
Because you know she's there with you because she want to be with you. But when you get a female when you got money, they only there because of the money. 9 times out of 10,
you know what we do?
Yep.
Hey, Free, you know what we do when we get money? We step outside of our league. Just to be honest, you know what I'm saying? We step outside of our league. We want, man, we want what we want, and man, we gonna do what we got to do to get it. I'm talking about the craziest thing that happened to me. My oldest daughter mother. I ain't see her probably for like 2 years while I was in prison. Man, she had the nerve to come see me while she was almost 9 months pregnant by somebody else.
What the what?
Man, listen to me, Cruz. Pulled up on me 9 months pregnant. Man, I walked in the visitation room and I told them people take me straight back. Don't do me no favors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cold. They gonna kill you.
It's just like it was this just happened in Philly last year. This guy went to jail, and his lady was holding him down or whatever. He had all his property and stuff, right? Right before boy come home, he switch up everything. Then by the time he got home, all his properties that he owned, she sold them. He wound up killing her. This just happened just last year. It was everywhere on the tri-state. He came home and killed the chick.
That was on his mind the whole time. That's why he got out.
Yeah.
He already knew what he was gonna do. I'm telling you, man, I lost a homeboy, man. One of my, at the time, y'all know I used to be Gangster Disciple. A guy, he was from another little part of Tennessee or whatever. But me and him, you know what I'm saying, we were selling for like almost 4 years. He got out. He kept telling me about this girl, you know what I'm saying, he was in love with. She came and seen him all the time, was writing him. I'm talking about putting money on his books, everything. The man was in her bed asleep. Some dude she was messing with had a key to his house, hit him in the head with a baseball bat while he was sleeping, killed him. Not unalived him, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the crazy thing about it. When you're dealing with these daggone relationships, you gotta understand who you're dealing with, know them for who they are. Stop paying attention. Stop paying attention to how pretty they look and all that stuff, because them pretty ones be the ones that set you up in a heartbeat.
Man, for real.
Hey, the worst ones, man.
Hey, what you say, Cruz? Worst one.
They the worst ones. Real quick, I got a homeboy, man. Very handsome dude, right? Get any girl that he want. Let me tell y'all something. Every female that he dealt with, he made sure they ugly as F-U-C-K to the third power, and I'm not making this up. Like, this girl even came to me one time and said, "What's wrong with your boy?" I said, "What you mean what's wrong with him?" It's like, he don't like girls? Yeah, he like girls. She said, "I can't tell he like girls. That ugly girl that he like ugly girls. He can get any girl he want. He don't like y'all pretty girls. He always said that something was wrong with him. He don't like them. So he don't have those problems. He got his girl look like Whoopi Goldberg and goddamn Medusa at the same time. But guess what? She's the most beautiful woman in hell. She ain't
That's
never
all it's
cheat
gonna
on him, none of that stuff. Them pretty Jones, man, they just be opportunists and all that. So he used to tell the girls, "I don't give a damn about y'all looks." He said, "I look good."
man. Hey,
He said, "I
that's
don't
all that
care
matters.
about y'all looks."
That's
Yeah,
all that matters right there. That's all that matters. And I be telling people, man, one thing about it, when a woman cheat or whatever, it's feelings behind that. You know what I'm saying? Men do stuff
yeah,
and we just do it to be doing it. It's just to conquer something. But when women do it, oh, they either ready to go, it's over with, or they done checked out already.
Yeah.
yeah. They didn't
That's what
check out. You right about that.
I told my wife, if you ever decide you
Mhm.
thought about it, I said, let me know so we can go ahead and break it off. Cause I already know. It's no telling what I'm going to do.
Right.
Right.
It's no
For
telling what
real.
I'm going to do. They were like, what would you do? I can't even tell you because I never been in that situation. Just the thought of me thinking about my wife laying in the bed with another man, I go crazy.
Hey, that's real talk
Mm-hmm.
though. And when somebody approach you about their woman, you better be paying attention and realize it could be a serious situation. Cause I had somebody do that to me, man, a long time ago, come to me, man, with tears in his eyes and say, "Listen, man, I ain't got no problem. I don't want no smoke with you. I know who you is. I know how you get down, bro." And I know he wasn't that type of dude. But I know he was willing to do whatever it took to prove a point. He's like, "Man, please just leave my girl alone." Man, she called me and said, "Hey, lose my number."
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes you can't be a go hard man. Sometimes you got to say, you know what? It ain't even worth it. It's a thousand other females out here. It's not even worth
Hey, yeah,
That is
I
true.
knew. I bagged on up. I had to bag up, man. People be serious about that. I seen the look in his eyes. He was ready to do whatever it gonna take.
Had a bull pull up on me one time, and he gets into the goofy stuff. So he pulls up on me, and I'm thinking like, "Hell, he pulling up on me for? We don't dance in the same lane." So he
Yeah,
pulls up, and he said, "Yo, I ain't like the way you said." I said, "What's up, man?" So now I'm making sure I got something on me because I know how this dude get down. I didn't have nothing on me. I said, "Shit, it's gonna be whatever." I said, "What's up, man?" He said, "Yo, man, I'm gonna ask you nicely." Say, "Yo, man, leave my fucking girl alone." And I was like, "Your girl? Who your fucking girl?" So I don't even know what the fuck you freaking talking about. Yo, Lil Kelly. I said, "Lil Kelly?" I said, "That's your girl?" He said, "Yo, I'm telling you, man, yo, you know how I get down." I said, "Well, you'll be getting down with the wrong dude, cause I ain't the one that's messing with your girl, homie. It was my brother. And we don't even look alike." And
man.
I told him, I do know the guy that's dealing with your girl, but you find that out on your own. And when he found out, he tough and all that, but he ain't want no problem with my brother, man. My brother's retarded. You hear me? He's retarded. I love him. I can't stand him. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's someone crazier than you. That ain't your girl no more, homie. You might well forget that. You ready to come down on me? Well, there's somebody play the same way you play, player. Go ahead.
Yeah, like
You
me,
know,
I'm the type. If you're not my wife, I'm not gonna be out here in the streets fighting every dude because somebody like you or whatever. I
yeah,
always I told anybody. I said, you can go ahead and try your hands. If she go with you, she wasn't meant for me anyway. So go ahead
Right.
and try your
yeah,
hands.
That's simple as that.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna sit here and fight over no females. It's a rack of females out here. I've never been the one to fight over female. Now I will fight if you disrespect my lady, but I'm not
Yeah,
fighting
Yeah,
over no lady.
that's
That's
different.
it.
right.
I
Yeah.
tell the dude, they be like, is Shorty with you? I'm like, yeah. Oh damn, I was about to go holler at her. I like,
But
go
that's
ahead,
not
try
talking
your
about that.
hands. If she go with you, she wasn't meant for me.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell y'all one time, Crush. This crazy. I'm in the hotel, right? This is probably back in maybe 1995, somewhere around there. I remember this. It was crazy when they had the Waffle House right across the street from the Motel 6. Everybody go there. So I'm sitting in there on the bed.
Right.
I got my strap right there. I got a plate of that Peruvian flake right there. I remember a girl saying, "Hey, I'm hungry." I hand her some money. She said, "I'm gonna go across the street to the Waffle House, get something to eat." All right, all right. So I heard the key going in the door. This when they still had keys for some of these rooms. Man, she opened the door up. All of a sudden, I see her rolling, tumbling across the floor. Man, her husband and kicked her in the back and kicked her all the way through the room. Man,
Damn.
hey, I I could do nothing. But I grabbed my strap. He got like, "Hey man, I ain't got no problem with you. This between me and my wife." I said, "You got that right." Man, I got
Yeah.
up, got my stuff, jumped in my car, and took on off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's one thing I never did. I never got involved in a man and his woman situation. Now I would tell the man, hey, don't be hitting on her while I'm right here.
Yeah,
Whatever
hey,
y'all do
listen.
behind closed doors, what y'all do behind closed door. But while I'm right here, dog, you
Yeah,
can't be putting your hands on it, dog. I'm not gonna let you do that.
but the
But dog,
stuff I was doing
you
free.
can't be in my business. I'm not in your business, dog. Just don't do
Yeah,
it in front of me.
the thing I was
I ain't
doing
got
free
nothing
was
to
so cold. Listen to this free. The man, I was going over like to the house, and they like sometime in Tennessee they had like they'll be had these overnight where they cooking hogs on the grills or on these pits or whatever, right? So he was in one of the motorcycle clubs, so he'll be gone all night. Every now and then he will pull up.
Mhm.
When he pull up,
oh, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he died off for a second. Like, man,
Yeah,
I had a
he dropped
situation.
off.
Yeah, it was this one boy. I was out with this chick, and I knew something was going on with her. And I really didn't. I was going to renege on taking her out because it was just too funny. Because when I asked her, did she want to go out, I had just grabbed her number. You know what I mean? So when I asked her,
Right.
did she want to go out, she acted kind of strange. So I said, you know what? Don't bust your cranium about it. If it's that hard for you to think about, you want to go out. It's cool. I keep my money in my pocket. So you know how it is. Oh, I think so. Once long story short, she was acting like she needed a babysitter, didn't even have a child. So she winds up making up her mind, and when she winds up doing that, like after 2 hours, something told me, bruh, don't do it. And the other side said, man, go ahead. So I wound up taking this chick out. I asked her where she wanted to go because the place I wanted to take her to, it had closed since the chick didn't make her mind up for 2 hours. So we go to this little popular seafood joint that used to be open, called the Clan Bar. And it used to be right there between Jim's and Geno's, and right there in South Philly, the Clan Bar, Sam Clan's Bar. So everybody hangs
Mhm.
down there. So we go down there and everything. And when we walked in, and it's right in my neighborhood, so I know a lot of people. So I wasn't worried about that. But it was like three dudes that just didn't look right. So I ain't paying no mind. I said, well, shit, I don't know these dudes. And they be stupid to start something right here. The whole South Philly in here, so I'm not even worrying about these guys. But they kept on looking funny, whatever. So one boy gets up, he walked past me, and he like, yo, man, he was like, you got a problem with you. So I'm thinking he was like, like she Prussian. I said, oh, all right, thanks. He go about his business. So we eat our food, we're about to leave out. So I told my homies, I said, I'm gonna get with y'all later. We jump in the car and shit, man. We get 2 blocks. This fucking car just came out of nowhere. Boom! Almost made me bang. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, oh man, not this bullshit. So the guy, a dude gets out the car, he got 3 niggas with him. So I'm
Wow.
like, oh shit, fuck. So when she looks and she knows that's a dude, I'm like, fuck is going on? So I get out the car. So I'm like, yo, what's the problem? So I'm looking around just in case somebody from the hood can see, but it's just me and I'm at this intersection. So I'm like, yo, what's the damn problem, man? And 2 dudes just walked in front of me. The boy went over there and snatched his girl out my car. And when I mean he snatched her, and he started treating the ish out of this girl. So I was like, Boy looked at me, his 2 homies is like, that's what I was trying to tell you, man. I was like, well, can y'all do me a favor? Can you continue that ass kicking not in my neighborhood before some ish start? Man, I was dead serious because now people starting to come and all that. So he smacks all up. He throws it back in the car and he said to me, he said, yo, man, he said, I apologize, man. I probably, you're booty for the night. I said, man, something told. I said, I didn't even want to deal with it. I said, well, damn. That's your girl. I said, she cheated on you that bad? He said, no, man, the bitch robbed me. I said, wow.
Man, my fault,
Never
y'all.
know, man. You never know.
My computer had died on me. I wasn't paying no attention. Yeah, but what I was saying, Free, was I was going over to this man's house, and like a few nights, he would come home early and leave back out. She had a cousin that lived there with her. I would go in the cousin room, and he thought me and the cousin was actually messing around. So when he caught her, it was like, man. And, the man kept on, every time I seen him, because I would go to the club, he just kept looking at me crazy. So one night, I'm on them drinks, I just went up to him. I said, listen, we got a problem. It's something we need to handle. I was in the wrong, but still, hey, man, I can't let you keep watching me. I don't know what you're on. So I'm going to deal with the situation here first. And he was like, no, I ain't got no problem with you. And that was the last time, we had any kind of issue.
Yeah, sometimes we gotta face it head on, man.
Yeah, because I know what he was thinking. If I didn't say nothing to, if you don't say nothing to people, sometimes they're gonna get the wrong idea about you. Even though he probably knew who I was or whatever, but still, you still gotta press the issue sometimes with people, man. And I seen him probably about 2 years ago, and he shook my hand. They ain't together no more either, though. He said that was the best thing ever happened to him.
Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes, man.
Yep. Man, I'm through with all that, man. I done had too many situations. You know what I'm saying? I had a Burglar Sabre. I don't know if y'all remember the Burglar Sabre 85s when they came out.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I had one pearl white with the trues and Vogues on it. I'm talking about clean. You couldn't tell me nothing. Listen, man, my girl at the time, she caught me with another girl. My car parked in front of the trap spot. I heard a bunch of noise out there. I look out the door, man. She pulling her car forward, just hitting the side of my car. When I came outside, man, one side of my car was total. I'm talking about total. Man, boy, I wanted to cry.
Man, I had to jump out a chick's window one time because she was messing with somebody from the JBM, and I didn't know at the time. And next thing I'm in a crib knocked out, and she said, you gotta go, hurry up. And I'm bucket naked, man. I'm about 22 years old. And I'm like, what? My dude, he gonna kill you. And I'm like, you do it. I said, I'm not like, you did not do the next thing dog, this nigga came up the steps and I seen his face. It was a boy named Frog that was down with the JBM. I jumped out the mother effer window bucket naked, never got my clothes or nothing back, and none of that. Yeah. And 3 months later, I see this dude, he pulls up at a gas station. I'm sitting there talking to these girls. And he pulled up and he was like, you look real familiar, and started laughing at me. I was like, man, what are you talking about? He was like, dude, I seen you jump out the window. He said, I wasn't going to shoot you. He said, man, I pistol whipped the ish out that bitch. I said, I don't care. I don't know. She said you was gonna kill her, brother. I ain't had no gun with me, man. He was like, yeah, he was like, man, you ain't the first dude, man. And she just didn't learn. I said, oh well. I'm glad I ain't one of those dudes that you wanted to shoot. He did say, well, if you was one of the boys who was going through it, you would have been gone. I said, well, thank you very much. I don't play with these females like that, man. The chick got me jumped one time. I go all the way out her neighborhood at King Sesson Avenue. She set me up. I ain't know. Got me. The only time I got jumped in my life, I didn't like it. So I get all smashed and everything. So I'm leaving to go back on my way back to South Philly. I see two girls that I know. I told them what happened or whatever. And they said, don't worry about it. I get home, clean up my cuts and bruises and everything, put some ice on my eye and everything. Next thing you know, I get a phone call. I said, what's up? They said, oh, yeah, we got her. Man, these two girls, and they knew me for my sister, for my little sister, man. They damn near killed that damn girl, man. She had me come up there, and the guys in her neighborhood was actually going through it with the guys from the set right around the corner from me. So it was crazy, man. I said I would never get jumped again. And I said, next time a female do something like that, I'm going to do something to her myself. And one time in my life, I had to knock a female cold out. I had to do it. I made a pact. Chick tried something, and I knocked her right on out. I ain't never hit no female again, but I had to knock her out because they foul. I mean, I ain't into fighting over no cucaracha. That's not me. I'll fight for you, like D3 said earlier, to protect you if I know you something, but to fight over you because I ain't doing none of that. And if I feel as though you put me in that situation, things gonna get ugly for you. So, long story short, a couple females in their lifetime had to get a hole stumped in their earth playing around with me, man. I got females that love me, dog. You hear me? They don't play no games. What happened? Next thing you know, they getting stomped out. I got a chick, I can call this girl right now and she'll tell you. And she had some chicks shooting at her, messing around with me, man. Yeah. They love me, man. Leave me alone. They will get you. They will get you, man. That's why I say I got a pack of hyenas and I got a pack of foxes.
At the keeper.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that's the man. I'm telling you, I don't even play them jump games. If you jump me, you're catching a hot one. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
You catching a hot one. And if you jump me, you might laugh and giggle for about 30 minutes. Not even that long. I might not let you jump me. I might be doing the laughing. Especially now. I definitely ain't getting jumped now. I ain't got time for that. But I've seen it too many times. People get jumped. Man, I've been on a bunch of jumps. Got jumped one time, really wasn't no jump, but we got to fight with I don't know if y'all ever heard of Fort Campbell Army Base, 101st Airborne. Yeah. But they got a thing, they can't come to they right here where I'm at, but they can't come, they got signs outside the projects. The soldiers are not allowed in the projects because when we was younger, that was our thing. We catch them over there, the girls, they come over trying to get with one of the girls, we jacking them. So, they never would. It was always like a rivalry thing. Anytime we go somewhere, they in the club, 20, 30 deep, there's a bunch of buzz. It was always like a big brawl. I'm talking about some crazy brawls with them.
Hey, it's wild out here, man.
Yeah. Hey, Free.
Definitely.
Free gone. I was gonna ask him. He gonna jinx my money. He keep talking about Keyshawn gonna get beat.
Yeah, Free's not here. Free bounce.
Yeah, man. I hope Keyshawn don't. I don't think Keyshawn gonna lose. I think. I know somebody was saying something about him being special. I don't think he's special yet. I think he has the talent to be special. We just got to see how it play out with him. But he's a good young prospect. I'm gonna say that right. Well, he ain't a prospect no more. I can't say, I don't know. He ain't a prospect.
No,
I'm
he's
saying
not a prospect anymore. He's a contender, and
he's
now
a
and he'll be a
contender.
champion if he wins.
Yeah, he's
You
a
know,
contender.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's special yet, but I like his energy. You
Yeah.
know, it's a matter of, you know, but a lot of fighters have this energy early too. So like, you know, if he does win the title, which I think he will,
Me too.
you know, I don't see him even getting, you know, losing a decision, even if let's say it's a close enough fight, I think they still give it to him. It's all a matter of what he does after this fight. You know,
Yeah.
is the energy going to be the same, and does he dictate, you know, to Top Rank saying, look, I want this guy or that guy. That's what I want. The same energy he's been doing for the last, let's say, since the summer, since I met him in the summer in the fight
Right.
in Newark. You know, I think, you know, if he has that same energy and he still wants Tank and he still wants the top guys, then yes, that's the type of fighter I like, you know, to root for. You know what I'm saying? So, but we don't know. A lot of fighters come out and talk, and then, you know, they'll fight a cupcake the next fight, and it's like, come on, we didn't
You
ask
know
for
what?
this.
I don't know why. It's just something about him that makes me think he's believable as far as him wanting the tough fights. And I think that what I want to see in this fight right here, I want to see a decisive victory. In order for me to start saying, yeah, he's special, he got to. I want to see him go out there. I'm talking about even if he don't get a knockout, 9-3, something like that. You see what I'm saying? I need to see that
Yeah.
type of win.
And I see that happen, and I like his energy. Listen, he's been at the fights, you know, in the Garden. I remember the Shushu knockout that was crazy earlier last year in February. Like he was hyped. Like, you know, I mean, he loves boxing. You could tell like he really loves the sport. He loves his brothers. His brothers are both fighters. You know, I think that Keon could be the best one of the three, because of his size and the weight class he's in. I think he's got potential. But, you know, he's making his second fight next week, so let's see. But I like it. Like I said, I like the energy, and this is the energy as fans, you know, we like, and we want to see this, you know, produce into, you know, fights that we want to see against, you know, fighting the best, you know, competition, you know.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. But yeah, we can't claim a guy to be special already. That's crazy, you know. But
You know,
I think he has the potential to be special.
and you know, I went back, y'all. Before I jumped on, I was watching that Hagler and Hearns 3-round thriller. I went back and watched that, man. I was watching it, just thinking about how boxing used to be, man. A lot of times I go back and watch one of them old fights, and man, be wondering what happened.
Yeah, no, they did not like each other, and they did not care. They weren't hesitant. They went at it, and that's why we got those rounds the way we got them. And apparently one got hurt. You know, Hagler was hurt at the end of round one, right? And then he came when he stopped in round two, right? It was round two, but Hagler was hurt at the end of that round one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was hurt. He was hurt.
Yeah.
He was hurt during the round when he got caught with that shot.
Yeah,
But I'm telling you, like, man, listen, Tommy Hearns, man, had a mean. I'm talking about, hey, that punch right there from him, man. Thomas Hearns was different, and
Yeah.
I believe, man, it's just like Hagler, man. He just take your soul from you when you realize you can't hurt that man, and that's why I say to me, man. And then I'm always gonna say he was the best middleweight ever. He, in my opinion, that's just my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Or Roy Jones, I try to put him at 168. You know what I'm saying? I try to separate the two, but man, Hagler was special.
Yeah, because he got hit with the
Yes,
same
he
shot.
was.
He got hit with the same shot Duran got hit with, and we'd never seen Duran get knocked out the way he got knocked out against Hearns. And Hearns hit Hagler with the same shot.
So did. Hey, they tell you something. The same shot. Do you think, man? I was thinking about this. It might be crazy. Do you think Canelo could have took them shots Hearns was hitting Hagler with? You think he got that type of chin?
I mean, it seems like he got that type of chin, but the
What'd you say,
Hearns
Chris?
hit different though, man. So I don't know.
I don't know, but I say it's possible.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, we seen him get hurt against Miguel Cotto's brother.
That was early.
Yeah, it was early in the career. So
Yeah, I that's one thing I do I will say about Dirty Red. He got a hell of a beard, yo. He got a hell of a beard. He got one of the, he probably got the best beard right now in the sport. He got a hell of a beard because he been cracked, man. He been cracked. And it's like you might, stop him in his tracks for a second, but next thing you know, he keep coming. He got a hell of a beard. So when people say they fighter gonna knock him out, I'm like, man, ball your fist up, turn it towards your face, and punch yourself in the nose so it can leak with that nonsense, man. It's
Man,
crazy.
hey, you're not knocking out, man. You're not knocking him out, man. I'm
Not
telling you,
nice.
that's why I keep telling people with Bud, man. I just don't know what Bud's gonna be able to bring to the table to offset what that guy gonna be able to do, man. It's gonna be, like I tell people, when you're the A side, a lot of things go in your favor. The ring size,
Yeah.
everything you want is gonna be in your favor. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be designed to make sure that the outcome is the way you want it. I just hate to say it. You know what I'm saying? Canelo gonna make that ring small. You ain't gonna be able to dance around like you want to. It's gonna be a lot of things. I feel like it's a lot of reasons why I be picking Canelo, over Bud, even though he's an excellent fighter.
Think about this. Think about this. Like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's like I'm going to add to what you're saying. Like, it's going to be tough for Bud to beat Canelo, and it's the second fight of a 4-fight deal. You think they're going to want Canelo to lose the second fight of a 4-fight deal?
Bud ain't thinking about that either.
Yeah.
Now that you said, I wasn't thinking about it, and Bud ain't thinking about it either. But they tell you what Turkey mind is, don't it?
Yeah.
That tells you everything you need to know, boy. What I do like about Turkey, I'm gonna say this. I like the way that he's willing to work with everybody, no matter the color or whatever. He's trying to get everybody paid. He ain't caring about none of that. He's just willing to work with people. You know what I'm saying? If you want to work with him, he want to work with you.
Oh, you heard what Uncle Don said. Working together works, man.
It do. You know what I'm saying? And he doing it, man. He doing his thing, and he pulled a good one. Got Jake Paul all in his feelings. And he, going crazy. He didn't call Canelo a slave. Listen, man. Canelo learned from Floyd how to be a businessman. Floyd learned from Oscar. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody learned from somebody how to be a businessman.
Are you talking about because he ducked Jake Paul? Is that why you saying that?
No. I'm talking about no. I'm looking. See, I'm taking that out of the equation. Even if I don't necessarily know BVO, to be honest with you, bro. If he was gonna even fight Jake Paul, listen, it was a 3-fight deal at first, right? Now it's a 4-fight deal. So the thing was, he wanted to fight in May, but he had to fight with Bud in September. Canelo was gonna have to kind of find the funds for this fight that people saying they don't want to see coming up in May. Guess what he did? He put on a bluff, called Turkey bluff. Turkey called him. Guess what he got? He got a 4-fight deal now. Now Turkey is handling the fight in May as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
That's a good point.
Great point.
You see what I'm saying?
Who do you think Bud is gonna fight for, like, as a tune-up or to get him ready for the Canelo fight, or is his next fight going to be Canelo?
Listen, he said he waiting in September. Bud ain't taking no chances.
Really?
Bud, yes, and what Bud is actually doing is bulking up. Listen, he's going for. You think about it. He's going from 147 to 154. He got to get to 168. I think Bud's gonna take his time to September really to bulk up and train, to get that weight on and get it on properly. There's probably enough time for him to get the right weight on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I thought Bud would take a fill-in fight, because he's gonna wait over a year for this fight. I mean,
from what I'm hearing, he said he was gonna wait. It's possible he could take a fight around the same time as Canelo. It could be put on the same card in May. Who knows? That would be nice. But who could he fight? I mean, what do you want to see him do without taking a chance of getting hurt or anything like that? One thing about, anything can happen to ruin this fight or throw it off.
Yeah,
put a monkey wrench in it. You know what I'm saying? Canelo gets Scully in there. I don't see any problems whatsoever. But, I'm just going to say Fundora, right? Okay, maybe Bud is a better fighter. But, man, the dude is what, 6'6", 6'7"?
Yeah.
He's still a tall task. That ain't no warm-up. Ain't no warm-up fight. That dude can fight. He can fight. So I'm trying to see. You can't put him in there. You can't put him in there with I don't know who you can put him in there with to be if you want to get a warm-up fight in. I don't know. He might have to.
The person I can think of that would be an easy fight for him, but they would try to sell it as a tough fight is Deverenchenko. That's the only one.
Okay.
Because he fights at 160, right? So that'll be like a he'll fight at 160 against Derenchenko. Derenchenko he's kind of like faded out. His last fight he lost to I think Mabili, right? And then he pulled his shoulder.
Yeah, that might hold on. Yeah, that might be a good fight. I'm thinking
that might be good because Derenchenko's never. I don't think he's been stopped, and he's been in good fights with with Charlo. I think he fought Danny Jacobs. Who else he fought? He fought Munguia. And that was a good fight. So Bud could watch him, and they could settle like, look, Derenchenko. He made all these guys. They didn't look as good. And then Bud came and he just wiped them out. I could see them trying to sell it that way. That's why I said he might be a perfect opponent.
And let me tell y'all something that y'all ain't. But hey, I just threw the Scully thing out there, right? But let me say what Turkey said as I was looking at that interview earlier with him, and I caught what he said. He said, my standards. He said, I'm going to let Canelo know who his opponent is in May. Man, listen, Turkey don't be playing no games about people, who you get in there with. I don't know what he got lined up for Canelo. It could, I don't think he want to go overboard because he knows the type of money that Bud and Canelo fight going to bring in. But after that, what's next? He's going to call the shots. Will David finally get his shot if everything goes playing, or is he all the way out the picture? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
And he had 175?
Yeah, but you know what he said, though? He told Turkey he'll come back to 168 for Canelo. He's willing to come back to 168 for Canelo. I don't know how easy it's going to be, but he said he would.
I think he should, worry about fighting somebody else, man, because he is 68 now. I'm 75 now. It's over.
I think he should worry about Arthur or, Duval.
Oh, Biffle.
Biffle. Yeah, he should worry about one of those two. I favor him against one and not the other. But it just depends.
Yeah, I know it's Bob. Go ahead, CTK. My fault.
Oh, no, go ahead. I can wait.
Yeah, I was listening to his father in the interview, and it seemed like the plan right now is to win out of Bivol and Arthur. So he haven't really said anything about Canelo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So seemed like from what his dad was saying, they focus on 175. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it come about, and then they go there. But I like Rio just said, he had 175. He got a couple fights there. Just had one of his probably the best performance in his career with second and third fight at 175. He don't need to be independent in that. You know what I mean? And now with this win against Morrell, it stocked him went up. You know what I mean? Because David Morrell is that skilled, and a lot of people really believe in David Morrell. He is tough. He is sharp. I like him. Just
Me too.
He's getting in there with Dave. I didn't have him beating him. You know what I mean? But I got him beating a lot of people behind. But you see how much respect Dave got for beating Morrell. So he didn't raise the bar for himself, and he's becoming his own thing. So he don't even need Canelo. You know what I mean? He don't need Canelo. You know what I mean? So he keeping it moving right there, 175, and getting the win out of Better Be Even Bivol. Who ain't gonna pay for that? Shoot.
Right.
I know I'm gonna pay for it. Yeah. So he got some real tough fights in front of him, and his dad said one more guy at that weight class. I forgot who it was, but if somebody say the name, but he was talking real good, and he said, these guys that he's talking about, Bivol and Better Be, they real dangerous, but that's where they want to be at. You know what I mean? Because and they ain't a good space right now.
Yeah. What about this though? What do y'all think about Maria? Okay, if Benavidez is getting the winner, what about Maria getting the loser?
Heck yeah. I like that. I think that'd be great. That's something that every boxing fan will enjoy. That's a fight that no matter if it I wasn't a hardcore. If I wasn't a hardcore, doesn't matter if I was a hardcore casual. That's a fight that you can't complain about because it's good matches. So just imagine, all right, Arthur and Bivol. Let's just say Arthur win, and then you got Benny fighting Arthur, and then Morrell and Bivol. Evil, and I would rather see a Morrell and Bivol
Yeah, me
matchup.
too.
First, more so than seeing Morrell go against Arthur. But Morrell and Bivol, come on, man, that's a match made in heaven. You talk about styles and everything. That's a good fight, man. It's a great fight because Bivol is the truth. Bivol bad boy. So I like Bivol. He's one of the best in the sport right now. I mean, and that'd be nice. And I know this was a learning lesson for Morrell. So I'm excited and interested in seeing Morrell performance in his next fight because I know they done took something away from that fight and added on to his IQ and everything that's going on. So he got in there with a guy that he found out that was not just good, but way more seasoned, baby. You see what I'm saying? So
Yep,
he
yep.
found out that, the meat that he's serving was Blaine. You know what I mean? So he had to go over there, come down there to Brother's Barbecue. You know what I mean? And get the real deal. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, either way, that's great boxing matches. Something it gives us something to talk about, and I like it. You know what I mean, and it gets us away from the upper weight classes too. I mean, I love the smaller weight classes, but it gets boring to me to keep on talking about the same old guys, the same old scenario. So we can have these talks and put our attention towards 175 with what can be the fights that can be made there just with David versus David just last week. Yeah, heck yeah. And I think they should do it like that. The loser got the loser, the winner take the winner, and then bam, bam. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's decent, man. So I'm with that. I'm pretty sure everybody would agree with that.
Yeah. I'm looking
On
at the
that note, man, I'm gonna say this, man.
go ahead, BBL.
It's your boy BBO, it's your boy CDK, Crush the Legend. Hey, man, we're gonna be back tomorrow, man. Your boy BBO about to go to bed, man. So
Yeah, I heard you
We out.
snoring a little bit. You were struggling with the snore, bro.
yeah, so
We out, y'all.
let
We
me
out.
take my time about the bed. I see y'all, man. Peace.
Peace. CDK, where you going?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching BVO. And if you're down with BVO, subscribe and join the community. Have a great night.
We out of here. Out of here.